In contemporary America, marriage and cohabitation seem to hold diminishing legal advantages for men. The traditional benefits associated with these institutions can now be obtained through alternative means without societal shame. A proposal emerges advocating for a shift in the legal landscape to create a more balanced approach to relationships, particularly when they come to an end. One of the central arguments is for a significant reform of divorce laws, including the elimination of no-fault divorce. This move aims to hold individuals accountable for their actions and decisions within a marriage. No longer would someone leave a marriage without cause and walk away with financial compensation.
Equal custody and child support. The proposal suggests a shift towards equal custody arrangements unless one parent explicitly opts out. This equal distribution of parenting responsibilities would extend to child support, with an emphasis on financial responsibility being shouldered by both parties, ensuring paternity and consequences for fraud. To address issues of paternity and potential fraud, the proposal advocates for mandatory paternity tests at childbirth and in the event of divorce. If it's determined that the child is not biologically related to the presumed father, reparations and penalties would be imposed on the mother, encompassing both financial compensation and legal consequences for fraud. The conversation surrounding these legal reforms intersects with politics and societal concerns. Some American states are considering ending no-fault divorce, a move that could significantly impact legal professionals and feminists. The potential repercussions of such reforms are being closely watched by politicians seeking to garner support from various segments of the population. The declining birth rate dilemma. A broader issue at play is the declining birth rate, a concern that has been on the radar for decades. Policymakers recognize that lower birth rates mean fewer individuals contributing to Social Security, which could have financial implications in the long term. These policy shifts are viewed as attempts to address this demographic challenge. At the heart of these proposals is a call for more equitable treatment of men and women in matters of marriage and divorce. Advocates argue that the current system disproportionately favors one party, often to the detriment of the other. By re-evaluating and reforming these laws, proponents aim to create a more balanced and just legal framework for couples. Changing gender roles and economic dynamics have contributed to the need for re-evaluating legal structures surrounding marriage and divorce. Women's increased socio-economic status has altered the dynamics within relationships and made traditional roles less obligatory. These shifts have prompted a re-evaluation of how marriage and divorce laws should adapt to these changing societal realities. Feminism and its influence. The impact of feminism on modern society is a topic of considerable debate. Critics argue that the current state of divorce laws wouldn't be as contentious if child support, custody, and alimony were more equitably balanced. The evolving socio-economic landscape, influenced by feminism, has led to shifts in women's priorities and roles in relationships, creating new challenges in mate selection. The government's influence on marriage laws has long been a topic of discussion, with recent considerations to alter no-fault divorce laws sparking debates. However, the motivations behind these potential changes can be complex. It's essential to recognize that government actions may reflect a desire to maintain a sense of control over the working class, rather than a genuine concern for marital stability. Speculations often revolve around the government's need to maintain a compliant and productive working class for the benefit of corporations. Marriage, and by extension, family stability, can contribute to a domesticated workforce, better suited to achieving corporate objectives. These dynamics often intertwine with tax policies, adding an economic dimension to the government's interest in marriage. Legal imbalance in divorce proceedings. Concerns about racial disparities within the legal system persist, particularly regarding convictions involving black men and other minorities. While potential changes in divorce laws might be on the horizon, the court's tendency to grant women the benefit of the doubt remains unchanged. The implications of these imbalances are far-reaching and continue to affect men's perceptions of marriage. The concept of no-fault divorce, initially introduced to provide a more amicable way to end marriages, has had unintended consequences. It has inadvertently incentivized individuals, primarily women, to marry for financial gain and subsequently seek divorce to secure those financial benefits. The prevalence of so-called starter marriages highlights this shift in mindset. The impact on men and their assets. Men, who have often been raised to view themselves as providers and protectors, now face a shifting landscape where these traditional roles are increasingly blurred. The economic implications of divorce, with the potential loss of assets and property, deter many men from committing to marriage. Instead, they may opt for less binding relationships to safeguard their assets. A significant shift has occurred in societal views on gender equality. While men and women are increasingly seen as equals, the legal system has not necessarily caught up. Men are now expected to fulfill traditional roles of providers and protectors while also dealing with obligations such as child support and alimony. This inconsistency has led to confusion and frustration among men. The emergence of philosophies like mgtow has given men a platform to share their experiences and concerns. This movement has opened up discussions about the changing dynamics of relationships and divorce. The desire for more equitable legal systems and relationship dynamics is evident in these conversations. The power shift in divorce proceedings. No-fault divorce has shifted the balance of power, predominantly into the hands of women. This shift often leads to quick financial gains through divorce, motivating some women to exploit the system. This has become a significant reason why many men are hesitant to engage in marriage or committed relationships. Modern relationships can be challenging due to evolving expectations and the constant need for validation. Women's desire for emotional validation can lead to fluctuations in relationship dynamics as they grapple with their own self-esteem and emotional needs. The devastating consequences of no-fault divorce. The aftermath of divorce can be devastating, particularly for men. Custody battles, asset division, and financial obligations can lead to severe emotional and financial strain. Tragically, this has contributed to an increase in male suicides, emphasizing the urgent need for reform in divorce laws and support systems. The Broken Family Fad. The promotion of broken families has been a contributing factor to the changing institution of marriage. No-fault divorce legislation, in particular, has accelerated the disintegration of traditional family units. However, addressing these issues requires a more comprehensive evaluation of family law and government policies to ensure fairness and stability. The ongoing struggle for fair laws. In conclusion, the current state of marriage and divorce laws presents significant challenges for men. The impact on family dynamics, financial stability, and emotional well-being cannot be overstated. Addressing these issues requires an honest and open dialogue about the role of government and the legal system in shaping the future of marriage and relationships. Only through fair and equitable policies can we hope to rebuild trust in the institution of marriage. And that's it for today on Sigma Traits. Make sure you hit that like button, smash that subscribe button, and don't forget to ring that notification bell so you can be the first to know when my new video drops. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. See you all tomorrow.